Hello everyone. In this video we are going to talk about polynomials. What is a polynomial? Well, a polynomial is an expression of the form a sub n times x to the power of n plus a sub n minus 1 times x to the power of n minus 1 plus a n minus 2 times x to the power of n minus 2 plus, and it continues to get to a sub 2 x to the power of 2 plus a sub 1 x to the power of 1 plus a sub naught x to the power of 0, which normally x to the power of 0 is equal to 1, and we do not write that. So here x is a variable. As you see, a's are coefficients, and coefficients are numbers. Coefficients are non-negative integers. And the first coefficient, which is a sub n, it's called leading coefficient. So this is called leading coefficient. And the last one, a sub naught, this one is called the constant term. So this one is the constant term. And one important thing about polynomials is that they have a degree, and the degree is determined in each polynomial by the highest power of x here, the highest power of x. So for example, if that power is 2, the degree of this polynomial is 2, a degree of 2, for example, or a polynomial of a degree of 1, which is a linear equation like x plus 1. So this is also because the highest power of x here is 1, so therefore the degree of this polynomial is 1. Another example, quadratic equation, let's say x to the power of 2 plus which is ax actually, plus bx plus c, and here the highest power of x is 2, therefore the degree of this polynomial is 2, right? And so on. So the highest power of x determines the degree of that polynomial. So, okay, now we will move on to the next part, which is division of polynomials. So how to divide one polynomial by another polynomial. As we can see here, we have a polynomial of degree 3, which is the dividend, and the divisor, which is a polynomial of degree 1, or a linear equation. So how to divide this polynomial by another one? So there are 2 steps that we need to take, and then we keep repeating the same 2 steps until we get to the end of the division process. And what are the 2 steps? The first step is we will look at the first term of the dividend and or the main polynomial, which is x to the power of 3 here. The first term, okay, might have a coefficient or might just have a coefficient of 1. It doesn't matter. We just look at this and I will write it here, x to the power of 3. And then I will divide the first term of this polynomial dividend by the first term of the divisor, which is x. So I will divide it by x, and the answer will be equal to x to the power of, so let me write it here, x to the power of 2. Okay, then immediately I will write x to the power of 2 here as the first term of my quotient. Now there is another step I need to take, and I need to multiply this x2 by the whole divisor, which is x plus 1. In this time I need to write the whole divisor. So, and the answer will be equal to x to the power of 3 plus x to the power of 2. And then now I will write this new polynomial that I have got here below the first two terms of the main polynomial or the dividend. So I will write it below here, and I will deduct it from the above polynomial, okay, x to the power of 2. So when I want to deduct it, I need to multiply it by negative, right? So it will be negative, and therefore here it will be also negative. So these two will cancel each other, and then here I will get 2x to the power of 2, and then I will also bring down this negative 46x, okay. Now I will repeat again these two steps, step number 1 and 2. Again I will repeat it from what we have got here, okay. So step number 1, I will look at the first term of the polynomial, the new polynomial that I've got here, which is 2x2, and again I will divide it by the first term, or first term of the divisor, which is x, okay, and the answer will be equal to 2x. So immediately I will write this 2x here, okay, and then this is step number 1. Step number 2, I need to multiply this 2x by the whole divisor, which is x plus 1, and the answer will be equal to 2x to the power of 2 plus 2x, okay, and I will write it below here, 2x2 plus 2x, and I will deduct it actually, which means I need to multiply it by a negative, so minus, which will be minus 2x to the power of 2 minus 2x, and I will add them up, so these two will cancel with each other, and the answer will be negative or minus 48x, okay. Now I will bring this 48 negative or minus 48 down again to 48. So again I will repeat the same process here. Again I will look at the first term that I have got here, which is negative 48, okay. So I will write it step number 1 again, minus 48x, okay. I will divide it by the first term of the divisor, which is x, and the answer will be equal to minus 48, and I will write it here minus 48, okay. Then I need to multiply minus 48 by x plus 1, and the answer will be equal to minus 48 x minus 48. This is the answer. So I will write it here below. So let me erase this. Okay. minus 48x minus 48. And now I need to deduct it. So when I deduct it, I need to multiply by a minus. So this will be positive, and then I will add them up with the terms above, and the answer will be equal to 0, 0. So therefore, this polynomial of degree 3 that we have got here is divided exactly by x plus 1, because the remain we have only 0 remains here, right? Okay, so therefore this is going to be our answer here, x to the power of 2 plus 2x minus 48. Okay, I will do another example here, which is the second example. So we will rewrite it in the form that we want to, and that is in this form. So this is dividend with the higher degree, and the other one is divisor. So I will write it x to the power of, let me write it below here, exactly below, x to the power of 3 minus 14x minus 15 divided by x to the power of 2 minus 3x minus 5. So again, we will repeat the two steps that we already have learned. And the step number 1 is look at the first term and divide it by the first term of the divisor. So x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 2, and the answer will be equal to x. So immediately I will write this x here, okay? And then, so this is step number 1. Step number 2, I need to multiply x by x to the power of 2 minus 3x minus 5, and the answer will be equal to x to the power of 3 minus 3x2 minus 5x. So I will write it below the dividend, and I will write it here, x to the power of 3 minus 3x to the power of 2 minus 5x. Okay, and I will deduct it from the term above, which is nothing but multiplied by negative. So let me just change the signs, and because it's going to be easier. So these two will be cancelled by each other, and so therefore I have only 3x to the power of 2, so I have to write it down, and then negative 40x plus positive 5x will be equal to minus 9x, and then minus 15, I need to write it down here, okay? Now I will repeat again the same process, and I will look at 3x to the power of 2. I will divide it by the first term, which is x2 is equal to 3. So I will write this positive 3 here, okay? And then I need to multiply this 3 by the whole divisor, which is x to the power of 2 minus 3x minus 5. So the answer will be equal to 3x to the power of 2 minus 9x and minus 15. So then I will write this term below the polynomial that I have got here, 3x to the power of 2 minus 9x minus 15. And then I need to deduct it from the above, the one that is written above. So this will be changing the sign. So therefore the remain will be equal to 0. Therefore, this also x to the power of 3 minus 14x minus 15 is exactly divided by the x to the power of 2 minus 3x minus 5, and the answer is equal to x plus 3. Okay, so that is the answer. Now another example. So in this example, we have a polynomial of degree 4 divided by a polynomial degree 1. So we will write it in a form that we have learned above. I will write it in this form, x to the power of 4 minus 1, okay, divided by x plus 1. So again, I will repeat the same steps. X to the power of 4 divided by x, and the answer will be equal to x to the power of 3. So I will immediately write x to the power of 3 here. This is step number 1. Step number 2, I need to multiply this x to the power of 3 by the whole divisor. The whole divisor is x plus 1, and the answer will be equal to x to the power of 4 plus x to the power of 3. So I will write it now below the main polynomial, x to the power of 4 plus x to the power of 3. Now I will deduct it from the polynomial above, and that means I need to change the sign. So this will be negative, negative, so this will cancel out each other, and the answer will be negative x to the power of 3 minus 1. Okay, now I will repeat again the process, and I need to divide again minus x to the power of 3 divided by x, and the answer will be equal to minus x to the power of 2. Now I will write this minus x to the power of 2 immediately here above, minus x to the power of 2. Then I need to multiply x to the power of 2 by the whole divisor, and the answer will be equal to minus x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 2, and then I will write it below, and then I will deduct it. So when I deduct it from the above, so this, therefore I need to change the sign, so these two will cancel each other, so it will be left by x to the power of 2 minus 1 again. So this is step number 1. Step number 2, again I will repeat step number 1, x to the power of 2 divided by x, and the answer will be equal to x. So immediately I will write this x here, and then x times x plus 1, which will give me x to the power of 2 plus x. So I will rewrite it here, x to the power of 2 plus x, and I will deduct it, so I need to change the sign, so these two will cancel each other, and then we'll be left with negative minus x minus 1. Yes, so this is the number 2. Then I will keep going again, continuing. So now the first term is negative or minus x. I need to divide it by x, which the answer will be negative or minus 1. So I will write this minus 1 immediately here, and therefore I need to now multiply minus 1 by x plus 1, and the answer will be equal to minus x minus 1, and I will write it here below, minus x minus 1, and then I need to deduct it from the term above, which answer will be equal to 0. So remain actually will be equal to 0. So the answer to this division, the answer will be equal to x to the power of 3 plus minus x to the power of 2 plus x minus 1, and that is the answer. Okay, this is the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching.